Hi guys, Harry here from TechMediaFusion.com. Thanks very much for joining me today. First of all, I want to start this video by saying Happy New Year to everybody. This is obviously my first video for 2014, hopefully the first of many, but we'll see as we go along. And the video that I want to do today is a very quick review on the Adonit Flip, which is a stylus for the iPad. It can be used on the iPad, the iPhone, and it can also be used on some Samsung products as well. Now obviously I have here, as you can see, the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. We bought this for our daughter, which already comes with the S Pen. Now this is really the reason why I wanted to have a look at this. When I started trying this out and started using the S Pen and stuff like that, I really noticed another potential that could be used on the iPad. Now we've tried styluses in the past, you know, the ones that have got the little rubber tips on the end, that type of thing. And they've not been accurate at all and very difficult and clumsy to use. So I had a look around, and this one is the one that seemed the best out of all the reviews that I've seen and read about. And like I say, it's made by a company called Adonit. I'm not too sure whether you can see the writing there. It just says Adonit here, and then on the other side it says Jot Flip. Now Adonit have just come out with another stylus, which it does look a little bit better than this one, but it's branded for Evernote. But I'll explain that one a little bit later on. Now the reason why this is called the Jot Flip is because, let me just take the lid off here. This lid, this is the actual stylus part of it for the iPad, but I'll go through that in a little bit more detail in a second. And then at the other end here, as you can see, when you twist it a little bit, you also have a pen function for writing on ordinary notepads. So if you're out and you're a student or something like that and you need to write down on paper as well, then you have the ability to do that with this device. There's no batteries or anything like that needed, because some of the styluses you do. Adonit have one out called, I think it's called the Adonit Pro, and it does require a battery. It's Bluetooth enabled, and it allows you to have a pressure sensitivity on the stylus. But as you can see here, this is the actual stylus part. Just let me clip that onto the end. And obviously you can see here that you've got your little flip thing for attaching it to a shirt or whatever, a pocket. As you can see here at the very end, there's kind of like a clear little disc. Now that moves, that will stay on your iPad screen, and it gives you like a complete flexibility. So whatever way you write normally, this will stay flush on the screen. I know it's really difficult to focus here because it's clear, but if you can see there in the middle of it, there's a little dot. It's the little dot that actually produces the drawing. So in other words, when you're drawing a line, it's not going to be the width of this clear disc. It's very thin, very precise whenever you're writing and drawing. A lot of digital artists use this type of pen, and I'm sure, and even more so the Pro one with the pressure sensitivity. But as you can see, the reason why this clear disc is on it is to protect your iPad screen against getting scratches and that type of thing. And obviously it's clear so that when you're writing you can see where you're connecting dots and lines and stuff like that. If you need to be doing like technical drawing or anything like that, you can still see what you're doing whenever you get right up to the point. Now I'm going to show you a couple of different applications that I use with this stylus, and I'm going to show you how it materializes on the screen. But very quickly, I'm just going to show you what it looks like from kind of like an external position. Okay, so we'll go into Penultimate here. This is one of the apps that I use quite a lot in terms of note taking and stuff like that, because it syncs up really well with Evernote. But as you can see here, when you're writing, it is very precise. Now I'm in an awkward angle, so my handwriting's not that great. Almost forgot to spell my own website. But there you can see that it's really great if you need to do emails and that type of thing, and you want to put a signature at the bottom of it. You can do your signature, copy and paste that, and then that's your signature for going into, if you need to write a letter, that type of thing. But you can see how as I have it on the screen there, whether you're left-handed or you're right-handed, like my son, he writes with like a real slant. Other people write with their pen more upright. It'll allow you to, it doesn't matter which way you write, it's gonna produce the same sort of results. Like I say, it is really accurate. It's not as accurate as what I'm sure a lot of digital artists would like it to be, but in terms of what's out there at the minute, this is really probably one of the better styluses that I've certainly seen about. Now I know a lot of people don't think that the iPad should have a stylus, and the finger's good enough, and that really is the case for a lot of things. But for note taking, I prefer the stylus, and this is the best stylus that I've come across. Now, I'll show you some of the other applications that I use and the accuracy of it. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you here the applications that I use with the stylus, but obviously you don't need a stylus to use these applications. They're just really good note taking applications. But as I've just shown you the accuracy of the stylus from kind of like an external point of view, but I'm going to show you the accuracy of it where you'll be able to see it better here on the screen. Now I'm not going to go through the penultimate application because I've already showed you that briefly. But out of all of these applications, if you already use Evernote or you're thinking about using it, this application penultimate is fantastic for syncing up with Evernote, but I'll go through that in a separate video. So the other two applications I'm going to show you here are Moleskine and Mocha, I think it's pronounced. So as you click on the Moleskine one here, you can see that you've got lots of different notebooks that you can create. If you wanted to create a new notebook, just click on the plus. Gives you this. You can change the band color. If you're color coding all the stuff that you're doing, you can do so. You can add your titles in here and the type of paper that you want, and then just click on the tick. Now, I use Moleskine notebooks, the conventional type of notebooks, but they're really expensive. So when I seen this app, I thought this was great. Now, all these apps as well are free, so you don't have to pay anything for these apps. But let's get into so as we open up the application, you can see here, going from left to right, at the top here, you've got the different tools that you can use for drawing or painting or whatever it is you want to do. The T there, you can use that there, so you can have, you can just type on the paper if you want. This little scroll bar thing here, this determines how thick or thin the pencil line or pen line is that you're going to be drawing with. This allows you to select whatever color of pen that you want to use. Now this one down here, this allows you to import images and export stuff. So if you've done like a notebook, you can export it over to Evernote or Facebook or Twitter, or you can email it to somebody. But it also gives you the option of putting in different paper styles. So if you want a plain paper, you can do so. There's storyboarding, which is excellent if you need that type of feature. You've got a weekly planner. You can also go on, there's a store here that Moleskine have, and you can buy lots and lots of different types of paper styles that are all laid out for whatever you need. There's a recipe thing here as well, so you can add recipes and stuff. But for now, I will just use the ruled one. Now, if you look right down here on the right hand corner, there's kind of like a little slider, and that allows you to rest your wrist or palm on the screen without making any additional marks as you're writing. Also, as you can see here, that if you're just using it like this, the lines are quite close together, so it doesn't really allow for good accuracy or anything like that. But if you click on this little magnifying glass, it produces this little box up at the top, and you can move this box around wherever you need it to go. So say we're going to start down here, and you can move this up and down as you go along. Now, as you can see here in the bigger box, it makes the lines up closer, that easier to write in. So you write in the bottom one and it'll appear in the top one. As you can see there, whenever you get into that grey area, it'll move across for you automatically. You don't have to do anything. But as you can see the difference there straight away. So let's get rid of that and bring it down. You can see the difference there straight away in the handwriting techniques. It's much better, and you'll get much more writing in that way as well. So that's Moleskine. I use this application an awful lot. I think it's a really good application. Like I say, it's free. The other one is Mocha. Now this one here is much fancier in terms of your layouts, that type of thing, and arranging the notebooks, but it's along the same lines. If you want to add a new notebook, you select the icon up at the top left here, just select on add note. Gives you the different types of, if you click on the little spanner here, it'll give you the size of spine to go on your shelf. As you can see here, you can see here beside the green one on the left hand side, it gives you an idea of how thick or thin or tall it is. You can also change the colour, so if you're colour coordinating, you know, subjects that you're working on or whatever, making it easier for you to find the subject, then you can do that as well. And then tap on the thing, the title there, and you can add your own title in. And that's it. So just all you've got to do then to get rid of that is tap the book and tap it one more time to open it. And as you can see here, it's pretty similar to the Moleskine one. You've got highlighters there that you can use, crayons, so if you wanted to do some crayon work, you can do. Just clear it all. But for now, just let's use the pen one so we can just get into it. Again, on this one as well, you can import photographs, clip art, that type of thing. The clip art isn't very big, but it is there, so if you wanted to add some stuff in. And again, whenever you're drawing, you've got this, or writing, you've got this palm rest that allows you to do more accurate work. And with this one, you just pinch and zoom to make your lines bigger, and then start drawing or writing or whatever it is you want to do. Again, they all have this feature where it'll just move over when you get to the other side. There you go, balls that up completely. And that's it, guys. And then you zoom out, and then you can see there that the writing's pretty legible. So if you're coming back to reading your notes, that's obviously quite an important feature. And that's really about it, guys. They're all pretty much the same after that. But as you can see, when you're using a stylus, it does make it a lot easier for you. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's my video on this new stylus, the Adonit Jot Flip. I'll leave a link down below if you fancy going across and buying one of those, or anything that, or stylus, other styluses like it. But also, you can, if you want, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Google+. Go across the Tech Media Fusion, all the links will be across there, and I'll add links down below as well. So that's really about it, guys. Thanks very much for watching this video. Don't forget, the next couple of videos that I'll be doing, I'm going to do one on Evernote, so if you're interested in that, keep an eye out for that video, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Bye.